Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys a reading today for the Twin Flame Collective. So this is going to be specifically for those of you that are on a twin flame journey or identify with that particular label. So at the end of the day, you just want to take what resonates for you and get rid of anything that doesn't. I do tend to say he or she when describing masculine and feminine. It's just the way that I channel. So just go ahead and take the energies and apply them how they resonate for your situation. Got a couple of noisy cats in the background, so I hope that you guys don't mind, but this is just what goes on in our household with 10 cats. Anyways, all the decks I'll be using, I will let you guys know what they are as I shuffle each deck. And this beautiful Orgonite is called the Twin Flame Orgonite, created by Michelle from Wing and Bell. Also, this particular reading that I'm doing today, actually, offered the same exact outline on my website. So if you guys are interested in your own personalized version, go ahead and check the information below. So let's get into the reading. So let's go ahead and take a look at what the overall energy is. So what are the energies that are kind of making up this connection currently? This is my Twin Flame Journey Oracle. Let's see what energies are making up the connection. Okay, so we have victim. So this is kind of like a bound up energy. We also have a union energy, and we have bound. So it's very similar to me with this victim, kind of, I just said bound up energy, and now we have bound. All right. So when I made this deck, this very much was like the Eight of Swords energy to me, somebody who's very tightly bound. But usually this is an energy where we're, we have something going on in our mental space and we're having a hard time, clearing that energy. So obviously union is beautiful energy. And then we have bound. We're bound by something. Again, it could be addictions because we have the devil energy there. So I very much depicted that after the devil in tarot, being bound by our addictions or being bound by some sort of behavior or some sort of toxic energy. So this has something to do with the energies that are making up this connection right now. So let's go ahead and go into my Twin Flame Journey Tarot and clarify some of this. Why are these energies coming up? So we're going to put these to the side. Victim, what is this energy about? Okay. So the Hermit energy is connected to the sign of Virgo, but this is about soul searching, like going deep within yourself, a lot of solo energy as well. I'm getting here that if someone in the connection, whether it's the masculine or feminine, have pulled away or pulled back, what's going on is they're retreating back into themselves. Okay. And so that's for some heavy duty soul searching going on. Yeah. The Ace of Wands to me is like kind of trying to find our spark again, trying to figure out who we are as individuals, what this life means, what our purpose is, what our mission is, etc. Sometimes it helps to kind of pull back and lean more into ourselves rather than leaning into each other. Sometimes that's just a part of the journey. And what else? I like this. To me, this ace obviously is a number one, and then we have another number one. So it's like all about the self right now, but it's not a selfish energy. It's very much, I need to discover who I am. I need to figure out what I want, where I'm going, what the meaning of life is, all of these things. So the Magician is our energy. It's where we are manifesting from. So if we're manifesting from an empty cup, we're not really going to be able to manifest much. So I do feel like with this bound up energy, it's like the noose that's kind of tightening around each twin flame right now. And really what it's doing is it's propelling them to go deeper within themselves for those answers rather than looking for answers outside of themselves. So there's a lot of deep introspection right now. And the Magician is also connected to Mercury, and Mercury connects also Virgo and Gemini. So I'm kind of getting a double Virgo energy immediately here. So why don't we go ahead and move on now into this union energy and see what this is about. Okay, so we have the Eight of Wands. I kind of feel, not that this is like a separation energy, because twin flames are always connected on an energetic level. But what I'm getting here is that rather than going towards union, we're kind of surging past that need for the other person right now. And that's okay, because I feel like maybe right now, some twin flames are really just meant to focus on themselves. And that empowerment and that ascension only leads to a better physical union at a later date. That's for some. Five of Pentacles, isolated and alone. So yes, we're going to see how we're surging more towards this being alone energy. It already came up. So if some of you guys are on the brink of union, it could be that you have already cleared a lot of that energy. And if some of you guys, it feels like, I don't know when union's coming, as in physical union, or I don't understand why we're experiencing these things right now, so many challenges and issues, there's a reason why. Because what it's doing is it's essentially pushing you guys both back into yourselves first before you guys are pushed together. Some sort of work needs to be done on a deep spiritual level. And that's what the Five of Pentacles is all about. It's all about a door right now being closed. But is it really? Not really. It's all in the way that we look at it. Look at this beautiful energy now. The Empress, Divine Feminine, connected to the sign of Libra and Taurus. So this is all about our own garden. You know, what kind of garden do we want to experience? Is it going to be a lush garden, or is it going to be a drought, type of garden where there's just a lot of dead weeds and it's just a lot of debris? So I feel like what this is doing is it's helping us to figure out where we want to create from. We did just get that Magician's energy. Are we trying to manifest from an empty place, or are we manifesting from a full place? So some of you guys have felt like you haven't gotten what you've needed in life, or maybe even what you've needed from your twin flame. It starts within the womb. That's why the Empress, the Divine Feminine's coming through. It's the womb of the creation. Let's go back to ground zero and try to figure out where we're trying to create from. Are we empty or are we full? Where is our energy? So that really is what this connection right now is really being represented by, is who we are as individuals and where we're creating from. So if we're constantly thinking about someone else, but it's at the detriment of our own well-being, that's something for us to really think about. So this door could be closed right now for a reason. So there's a reason, I think, why the victim and bound energy is coming up. Sometimes we're bound by our own expectations, or maybe even our own flaws and unresolved issues and things that we need to heal. So this is all coming up. That's why Devil's energy, I feel, is here. It's coming up for a reason, for us to say, let's clear this once and for all, so that way we can get back to loving our lives. We can get back to loving ourselves. And when we love ourselves, we can get back to loving each other, really. That's where that sweet spot is. I love this, the Ten of Pentacles. This is like the ultimate achievement. That's absolutely what this is. So if your journey has only been about getting to union with your twin flame, I'm not here to say things are right or wrong. I'm just here for food for thought. If that is your sole purpose for this journey, is to just be with this other person, that is a very dependent, you're depending on another person for your happiness. There could be something where you're lacking something within yourself, so you're latching onto another person to try to fulfill that, fill that void. So that means something. We need to pay attention to that. Where do our desires stem from? Where is our need for this union coming from? Let's figure out what that is. So our ultimate goal is to clear ourselves and to love ourselves and be the best version of ourselves. So that way we can represent the best version for this life, for our twin flame, for humanity, etc. So it all starts with us. And that's what I feel what's really going on with this connection right now. You guys are both facing some heavy duty energy here. Yeah, look, Seven of Pentacles. It's time to reevaluate where we are investing our time. That's how I see the Seven of Pentacles. Am I going to continue to invest in this way, or am I going to shift gears and make it more about myself and what I can bring to the collective, right? Instead of this feeling of I need, it is I'm going to fulfill me and my needs first, and then we'll see where we're at, right? So That's the ultimate goal I'm getting here right now for these twin flames that are tuning into my video, and twin flames that are resonating with these messages so far. This may be where you're at on your journey. A lot of things could have fallen apart. You could have just gone through the ringer with this whole twin flame thing. Some of you guys may have just fallen off of it and said, oh, you know what? I just can't handle it. But maybe some of you are back, and you're back for a reason, because excuse me, it is here to help you to see that this journey really was about you to begin with. And the journey to the self leads to so much more, but it has to start with you. Okay. So some of you could be divine feminines watching this video, and this is really resonating. Look at that. See, it's not just going to be handed to you. High priestess energy is connected to the sign of Cancer, as well as Pisces, moon. Okay. Moon's energy. So it's very hidden. It's also a very emotional journey. It also feels like a dark night of the soul. So this is about us going deeply within ourselves for this knowledge. It's not just going to be handed to you. It's not just going to be easy. Okay? You're going to have to work for it. You're going to have to go down that rabbit hole of discovering who you are. Okay? That's a part of the journey. So it's there, and it's waiting for you to discover it. But the way that maybe you've been going about this journey, it's not to say it was wrong. It just hasn't brought you the happiness and peace that you thought it was going to. So now it's time to go back to the drawing board. So that's what's happening right now with perhaps a lot of twin flames on their journeys right now. Maybe it wasn't what it was all cracked up to be. Maybe it wasn't what someone else was telling you it was going to be, or what you thought it was, or what your expectations were. Maybe it's now transforming into something different. But I think that this something different is actually amazing, because it helps all of us to be more empowered and to also be better versions of ourselves. And that makes a difference in the collective. So I'm loving these opening messages. These were amazing. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and go into where is the divine feminine at currently in the head and heart space energy. So this deck is called the Soul Food Oracle by Rising Sun Oracle, and this deck is called the Sacred Secrets of the Heart Tarot by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot. So let's get into it. Where is the feminine at in her head as well as heart space? Headspace of feminine right now. Currently we have onion rings fried. I have reached my limit. See, I definitely felt like that. A lot of this deep introspection and just kind of looking at things a certain way now is really coming from the feminine. But remember, that was the energy of your connection. So really both masculine and feminine are feeling that. I have reached my limit. Knight of Cups. Okay, I've reached my limit. What I'm getting here, Knight of Cups is connected to the sign of Pisces for me as a reader. So double Pisces there. Sometimes we can get caught up in the romance of things, the fantasy, these very powerful emotions that come with the twin flame connection, right? But that's not all it's cracked up to be, you know? Sometimes things don't work out the way that we had hoped. Sometimes we can only ride that high for so long. At some point, we're going to come crashing down. Not for everybody, but it's just sometimes things don't pan out the way that we had hoped. And so we feel like this big letdown, especially in the romance department, right? We're really seeking to connect with our twin flame. We're not really interested in connecting with anyone else. But this is about romancing the self. So if you're feeling let down, feminines, mentally, you know, the way that you've been thinking about this connection, it's just strictly been romantic. It's time to shift your gears into something else. Maybe romancing yourself, being your own partner, being your own masculine. That may be very helpful. Let's take a look at the emotions, the heart space for feminine. We have cornbread. Handle me with care. Very soft, okay? Very soft energy. She's been through a lot. This Two of Swords is now reversed, and this is telling me here that we're coming out of that blinded, confused, as well as bound. Remember, and also victim mentality and energy. So I really love this, you guys. So the thing is, I'm getting here for you feminines that you guys are definitely going through something, but you're also coming out the other end. Like you're ready. You're ready to go forward in a different way on this journey, okay? Maybe some of you guys have tried it just a different way and it's not working. It's not jiving. It's time to shift gears. And I like that we have that bike there. Shift gears and go in another direction, because where we're at in our heart space, very sensitive. We've been very, let's just say, hurt, or we're feeling very vulnerable. Now it's time for us to take off that blindfold and start to go about it in a different way. So I'm just getting like more of a constructive way rather than this blind, perhaps kind of like dreamy, starry-eyed, rose-colored glasses kind of way. So feminine's definitely coming out of the dark. She's coming out of that bound, confused victim mentality energy, which just came up at the very beginning of the reading. So now we're going to take a look and see where's the masculine currently at in the mental space, head space. We have samosa, spicy. I am turned off by your intensity. Wow. Okay. I feel like this may not resonate for everybody, but feminines, and this isn't to shame you in any way, the intensity that you may have shown your masculine, it could have turned him off. And the only reason that I say that is because a lot of that romantic energy, you know, like I said, we're very starry-eyed. We want this union, right? And this divine feminine can sometimes, she feels things very deeply. She knows what she's feeling. She knows what she wants. She may go after it. And sometimes this masculine is just not ready for that. And that doesn't make you wrong or desperate. It just means that masculine is not ready to absorb that energy from you, or is not ready to face that aspect of himself where he can let you in and be comfortable with that. So I do feel like if any feminines have come on too spicy or too strong, this masculine is working out his own issues and needs to get through it before he is no longer triggered by feminine's energy. But this could just be in general as well. This masculine, it just doesn't want to deal with anything that's too strong. We have the sun. Yeah, sun is definitely energy of masculine. Sun is masculine, moon is feminine. So this masculine is very much in this like moving forward, powerhousing, wants to really just focus on things that are easy and happy and lighthearted. Anything that's too strong or too deep, I feel like this masculine could be blocking that out right now. Okay, feminines? That's what I'm seeing here. We have meat pie for this heart space. It says, I would like some more, please. Interesting. So this is the deal. I do feel I want to be happy. I want to just be lighthearted. I just want to do things that make me happy. If anything's too deep or too complicated, this masculine more than likely is perhaps pushing it away. So feminines, if you're feeling like, you know, you want to connect with the masculine, but you're getting major blowback from him, there's a reason. I want more, please, of just this lighthearted energy. That's what I'm getting here. And it's not to say that masculines aren't deep right now or not capable of it. It's just whatever you're trying to feed him or give him, he may just not be interested right now. Yeah, see, it is. It's the divine feminine. It's the empress. Okay? So this to me, instead of looking at it as I'm not good enough or he doesn't want me, there could be an aspect of the feminine's either she needs to have her masculine, or she's been coming from a space of I want, things like that. And that's not for all of you feminines. That's just going to be for some of you. This kind of energy is actually turning masculine off. And it's not like this is all about the masculine, okay? You know, there's certain things I'm sure that are going on for the masculine side that he's doing that's displeasing you, that's turning you off. But the thing is, I feel like the majority of my audience is feminine. So this is going to be constructive criticism for feminine. And again, it's not to shame you or hurt you. But if you have been in this energy where you've been trying to come on very strong, or you've been trying to kind of like connect with masculine and you're not really getting cooperation, there's a reason. So it's helping us to go back to ourselves, to figure out, why do I feel like I need my masculine to be happy? Why do I feel like, you know, this is my identity in this twin flame journey? It's not. You are your own person. You are your own journey. You are your own person. You don't need your masculine to complete you. And that might be where some of the damage has been done on this twin flame journey for a lot of people out there that listen to twin flame readings. There are some readers out there, not anyone I personally know, just so you guys know, so I'm not calling anyone out, but there are readers out there that promote this, you can't live without this person, and they're your other half, and this entire journey has to be about union and all these other things. I very much look at twin flames, it's a spiritual union to the self, which of course could lead to having the most amazing divine union that has ever been created, right? So this is really about you, divine feminine, and you creating your own abundance rather than trying to connect with the masculine for your ultimate satisfaction. Try to be responsible for your own satisfaction. Try not to put that on the masculine. So in a way, his either response to you or his being triggered by you, right? Or him being triggered by you, it pushes you to go and work on yourself and to focus more on you. You see, some of our triggers actually lead us to our ultimate healing. So that's why it's taking place. It's in a way kind of forget about the masculine right now and really focus more on yourself. That's beautiful, okay? But the thing is, it is nice to kind of get those messages. What's my masculine feeling about me? What's his higher self message to me? There's nothing wrong with getting those messages. It's just that's not all we want to focus on, okay? So we're going to go ahead now and shift gears, and we're going to go into what is this masculine feeling towards the feminine. And the thing is, I was specifically going to grab cards for that. And I feel like a lot of that already just came up, but it is a part of my outline, and I want to follow this to a T, just in case anyone is interested in this reading, getting one of their own. This is my Arrows of Love Oracle. So we're going to get the overall energy that masculine's feeling towards feminine. See, its cactus heart is guarded. So, we can't make this up. It's coming out this way. This is just the story currently. And if this is not your story, you guys, no worries. Just go ahead and click off the video. It's okay. But if you're getting that prickly feeling from the masculine, there is a reason, okay? It's to help you to do things differently for yourself, feminine. See, look at that. I like this a lot, and I'm going to tell you why. The Six of Pentacles, which is the Six of Keys in this deck, this is an equal exchange of give and take. Are you giving to someone that's not giving anything back? How is that divine? How is that helping you? Slapping some sort of this is my divine masculine or my twin flame, so I have to keep giving. But if you're giving nothing back, there's nothing beautiful about that. It is helping you to try to provide for yourself, or to, instead of wasting time, wasting energy on giving energy where it's not being appreciated, take this as an opportunity to learn something about you. Take it as an opportunity to start taking better care of yourself. And in a way, you guys, this masculine is helping you to do that. He's pushing you away in order to push you deeper into yourself. So we don't have to look at this as a deliberate jerk move, right? Dick move. We don't have to look at it that way. We can. Our egos can get involved, and we can feel sorry for ourselves and like victims and all those other things. Or we can look at this and say, thank God that this is happening right now, because this is making it to where I am not accepting less than I deserve. See? Masculine is helping feminine to transform. This is Death's energy, Scorpio coming through now. Maybe ending things with the feminine in order to help her to be a better version of herself. And she may not be able to be the best version of herself as long as she is trying to give so much of herself without expecting anything in return. It's not an equal exchange of effort and love. So this forces the feminine to have to go deeply within herself for that love. Do you see, you feminines? It's not a punishment. Look, you're gonna get through this. So the Nine of Wands, Nine of Flames is also a card of holding up a barrier. It doesn't really depict it well in this deck, but in traditional tarot, you will see a man who he's beat up, but he is defending himself. He is defending his fortress. So this guarded energy is very connected to 9 of Wands. So masculine is not in the energy right now, at least the collective I'm tapping into, to let feminine in. But there's a good reason that he's not letting her in, because it forces her to go deeply into herself. I love it. She has to turn back to herself. I love this a lot. So let's take a look now and see what are the current lessons, the current twin flame journey right now, and the lessons that are at hand. This deck, I forget what it's called. I think it's called Journey to the Heart key cards. So we're going to get one card that depicts your twin flame journey right now. Oh my God, journey to the heart, journey back to you. I love this. It says, remember our home is love. Our journey is of the heart. When you can't see me, open your heart and feel me as I'm close by. So masculine hasn't really abandoned the feminine at all, okay? It may seem that way, right? Your perception may be that you've been abandoned by the masculine, but what's going on right now is so much deeper than separation. It's so much deeper than abandonment. It's so much deeper than, not speaking to you or blocking you or whatever's going on right now. It's helping to push you to journey deeper into the self, into the heart, and that's where the home is. It's in the heart. So let's take a look and see any kind of shadows that are also like coming through as lessons. This deck is called the Vices Oracle by 4 of Wands Tarot. Okay, we have manipulator. I am always secretly pulling the strings, okay? So this right here is something that we're going through where we're feeling perhaps manipulated, we're feeling controlled. And I'm going to tell you why I like that this card came up. Because look at our beginning cards, you guys. Our beginning cards were 2 of manipulation, being bound, being controlled. It's an illusion. It's not true. We're not being manipulated. I'm not here to say that people cannot use manipulative tactics or cope in manipulative ways. We're only human at the end of the day, right? But the thing is, it's not as sinister as we believe it is. It's not as sinister as we think it is, okay? Nothing is secretly trying to get you. Nobody's secretly against you. It's not the universe that is punishing you. I hear a lot of these things in the comments, okay? This is happening for a reason. This is my Dark Night of the Soul Tarot. See, guys, this is for the feminine. It keeps coming up 3 times now in this reading, feminine. There's a reason that you keep coming up. So this is telling you, barren wasteland. If you see everything as just, it's screwed, it's just, I'm done for, I've got nothing left, I'm dried out, it's a wasteland. There's nothing left. I've given everything and I've gotten nothing in return. That is to push you back into healing whatever is causing you to operate in that way. Do you see? So when you take the time to journey deeply in yourself, you're going to find answers. And your answers that you've been looking for are probably not in your masculine or this connection. It's within you. So that is what's happening right now. So this reading, for some reason, is more dedicated to the feminine. And it's probably because that is the majority of my audience. But that is the current lessons that are at hand. It's the same thing that keeps coming up. So let's get a message from this masculine's higher self to the feminine right now. Okay, so this right here is called my Signs from Spirit Love Oracle. Masculine's higher self messages right now to the feminine. We have horns, dominance. Ooh, yeah, I'm getting this like I'm purposely being dominant and pushing you away. I'm doing it for your own good. I'm sheltering you and protecting you. This is also about you needing to shelter and protect yourself. And we have orange. Yes, the orange is connected to the the sacral chakra. And the sacral chakra is all about the way that we identify with other people in relationships, how we connect with them on an intimate level, right? So something needs to heal in that department. This is my Divine Masculine Revelations. Let's get some words here for dominance. Oh my God. See, this is for your own good. This is for your own lesson. It also says karma is a bitch. I finally got mine. What Divine Masculine is saying here is that he's learning lessons too. He's not scot-free. Just because he's acting a certain way, if that happens to resonate with your story, doesn't mean his slate is clean. Doesn't mean that he's going to go through life all hunky frickin' dory. Things are going to be tough or are hard or have been tough for him too. So karma works both ways, you guys. It's not just you, feminine. Masculine's just perhaps learning different lessons than you, and that's okay. But you guys are ultimately headed towards the same destination. Let's get this shelter umbrella transformation. Being apart has been life-changing for me. So even though I'm sheltering you and protecting you, or perhaps we're both going through this transformation, it's to help us to take better care of ourselves. So he's letting you know that this experience that you guys have both gone through at the same time is actually helping to transform the both of you, of how you guys identify not only with yourselves, each other, but other people and relationships. Let's get the orange energy. I like it because we have orange. Look at that, judgments. I care too much about what other people think right now. Somebody has an issue. I feel, well, obviously this is masculine because this is his words to feminine. I feel like masculine has an issue with worrying too much about what other people think about him or her, what other people think about their achievements or who they are in this life or who they end up with in a relationship. So there's a problem here. I almost feel like this masculine puts out a front, and this is a front for other people to make other people happy. So this is something that masculine's learning right now. He's transforming this. So I feel like this lesson now is coming up for masculine, what he's working on. Masculine is working on transforming this aspect of his connection to relationships and intimacy issues and maybe even commitment issues that he could have. So that's what he's working on. He is working on transforming this aspect of himself while maybe the two of you are in a physical separation. And he is learning lessons, and karma is coming through to kind of get the bull, like the bull by the horns, taking the bull by the horns, looking your demons in the face and trying to, you know, transform yourself and learn what you can. So I feel like this just depicted where masculine is at on his ascension journey. So it's been tough for him too. We're going to end this reading with some messages and advice from Spirit on this whole entire journey and situation. So this is the upcoming energies of this twin flame connection. We're going to go into my twin flame angel numbers here. Upcoming energies on this connection. We have 747. I love this. It says, begin to take your talents to the next level. That's what that's what's happening for both masculine and feminine on this journey, is they're both going towards leveling up. They're going to the next level. They're taking their talents, perhaps they're turning it into their jobs or their purpose or their mission, and they're going to perhaps even be making some sort of money or source of income from doing what they love. I mean, that sounds amazing. So we have 747 for that. That's also, to me, like 7 plus 4 is 11. That's 11 too. So we're definitely going and headed in the right direction by taking care of ourselves, focusing on us, and doing what we love to do, because that yellow energy is solar plexus. When you can tap into the confidence of who you are and what you're supposed to do, and that might really be kind of where we're lost right now. We don't know what we're doing here. We're trying to make sense of it all. Once we kind of plug back into that energy and figure it out, it helps the future unfold in a beautiful way. Okay, because we've raised our vibrations, we've leveled up. So this particular deck here is from Angelic Revelation 144. It's called Advice from the Divine on How to Remove Your Masks. Stillness. Be calm, at peace, loving and fearless. Listen to your heart and silence your mind. Beautiful. It's just about being still and accepting. Like, we don't have to rush this process. We don't have to try to figure out right now when we're going to come together or when we're going to be in this union, etc. Just be still, be calm, and be at peace and fearless. This will help. We also have discipline. Make a decision with your higher mind, heart, and soul, then follow through with decisive action. Yes, be disciplined instead. Be disciplined in the self. Be still, be disciplined. Make this journey more about you right now. That's where the sweet spot is. And we have thoughts. You are what you think. Keep your thoughts positive. Oh, yes. So if we're thinking of ourselves in terms of being victims, or that we are just in this barren wasteland, we always get the shit into the stick, we're never going to be happy, that's exactly the way that things are going to work out for us. So when we change our thoughts, we change our lives. Beautiful law of attraction. That's amazing energy. Magician that came up in the beginning. That's where we're manifesting from. So where are you manifesting from? Negative thoughts, victim mentality, or beautiful, amazing, I love my life energy? This is my divine feminine healing. Let's get an affirmation to end it. We have wounded. I will not allow toxic people from the past to ruin me for future encounters. I take back my power now. Wow, how powerful. So whether your wounds came from your childhood, whether your wounds came from a past life, whether your wounds came from your masculine divine feminine, if this is you watching the video, this is about you not allowing toxic behaviors, which is that devil's energy, to ruin you for your future. You take back your power now. And even if you don't know quite how to heal or what that even looks like, when you start focusing more on you and doing things that you love, it is amazing how that wisdom comes on how to heal those things. Or you actually just start healing without even really thinking about it. It's actually not hard at all. It just naturally occurs by leaning more into you. Anyways, you guys, so I hope that you enjoyed that reading. Thank you so much for watching. I hope it resonated with you guys. I'm also going to be doing a couple of other short videos today with Divine Feminine. So this is just specifically for Divine Feminine. Even though I actually really feel that a lot of messages came through for Divine Feminine, we're going to focus more on like goddess energy and rituals and things like that. So if you guys are interested, that will also be down below, the link to that video. And I'm also going to be doing confessions from the Divine Masculine through words and also song lyrics. And so that might be something you guys are interested in too. All right, you guys, take care. Bye-bye.